Well, you're watching Roll for Crit at PhD's speed gaming event in Dallas, Texas, and we are talking to Tony from Panini, who is showing off this lovely game in front of us, Afterworld, which is available now. And could you run through for us exactly what this is like for people who may not know?
Sure, thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity to show Afterworld. So this is one half of the game. It's a two-player competitive game which has the interest of a trading card game, but also has some of the mechanics of wargaming. There's supply lines you have to control. You are building up units, and you're constantly having them depleted and then rebuilt up, and you're working your commanders down to the territories, and you would have the opponent's territories. And once they're all destroyed, then you've won. All the territories have resources that enable you to build up your units. It's a fast-paced, about 45-minute game. It's very competitive, and it's very thematic. We have, it comes in starter sets. Each starter is the same, so it's like a living card game in that respect. You'll have either Norse or Atlanteans, or we have an Egyptian and Japanese set. If you have both sets, you can mix and match them, so you can play Japanese against Atlanteans if you want to. We also have boosters that have random cards from all 4 factions available as well, and they have some of the foil versions of the common cards, some of the more powerful cards and things like that. This is available now, and we have launch kits for it for the stores, and we're very proud of it.
Yeah, sounds like it has kind of some elements, like you said, LCG, while still being like a collectible card game. I know, I was just reading on the plane ride over here his book of Norse mythology, the new Neil Gaiman book that came out.
Oh, right.
So I'm like, oh, I know some of these characters. That's cool. And we always also love seeing the different mythologies implemented in cool ways.
And because it's also interesting how they mix because everyone has their own fire god, everyone has their own thunder god, and like how did each culture view them? But what I also really like is when I think of other trading card games, while they may have playmats, they're not really there. It's just like Magic, you just have your deck and you sort of lay out how you want. I like you come with this nice mat, I think it stands out compared to the rest.
Sure.
And which makes it really nice and makes me feel a little bit more bigger. It's not just a few cards. I really see like a battlefield going on and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely right. You have a grid, you're working your way through the territories. As the territories are raised, then you don't have resources anymore. If you're in your enemy's territories, then you can't build units. We have a lot of mechanics to make it so the game is this constant ebb and flow throughout the 45 minutes. There's not one overpowered collection that you can then just steamroll through your opponent. So it's a very fun game, very tense at times, which is good, right? And then the artwork is amazing. I'll just
I love.
We have some of the artwork that we're just very proud of.
Just looking at the bottom, you can see the 4 factions you mentioned in each corner, and that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
So Afterworld's available now, and it looks really great. You have another thing to talk about.
Yes, this is our first time.
First look.
First time publicizing this. We go to the San Diego Comic-Con every year, but we've actually acquired the DC catalog, we have the license from Warner Brothers, and we are going to be releasing a Justice League themed trading card game collection at Comic-Con in San Diego. So this is a first look. Just a disclaimer, we're in the approval process, so the text and the images are not final, so just keep that in mind, but I'll give you an example. So some of the highlights of the collection is that it's a very simple game. It has very easy entry point for players, so it'll lend itself to casual players, younger players, even international ones. We have been playtesting this heavily with our playtesters that we've used in the past, and they love it. It's easy to pick up. It's like what we hear, easy to learn, lifetime to master, right?
That's the best.
But they're finding a lot of strategic play. So we're really excited about this. This is employing a engine that we've developed called MetaX, and it's a very simple engine, but the idea is also to have cross licenses. So we're looking at other properties to then to be able to mix and match and then play. But first we'll have Justice League. We have the license for quite a while. So we'll be having other DC themed and Warner Brothers themed licenses and products in the future.
I mean, that sounds awesome. I know, like, for example, I I think it's Upper Deck had the verse system, and a lot of people like it because you mix Marvel with DC.
Correct.
So that, I mean, and everyone always says who would win in a fight, you know.
Right.
So crossover things are always a big thing. The other thing I really like is you said simple for, and these are properties that everyone knows. So
Absolutely.
you know, you don't have to feel guilty if you're, you know, you have a younger son who's interested in the DC universe but can't play the game.
Sure, absolutely.
And finally, I noticed, I mean, like we said, none of this is final, but the heroes you showed, they weren't just sort of the main Justice League characters we're seeing in the movies and TV shows, you know.
Right.
I saw, like, I think Starfire and Firestorm, they've appeared in TV shows, but, you know, they're not, I don't think they're considered the A-list team.
Sure, but they have their popularity.
Right,
you know,
and I think that's important to
fans.
just see everything in the DC is
Absolutely.
really nice because everyone really likes that.
We have Oracle, and we have Vixen, and we have a very good population. So.
Sorry, is
What
that
happened?
camera?
Is that one?
All right,
Okay.
sorry about that. Let's just
We'll-
we'll cut and we'll do that again.
But we have a very diverse population in our product. We have Oracle and Vixen. We have a lot of Aquaman because that was one of my favorite superheroes. So it's a very Aquaman-rich product.
That's perfectly fine.
But we have all the main and then a lot of the secondary
So I mean,
characters.
yeah. So you throw it all together. I mean, like easy to understand, hitting other properties, getting everything in that property, not just the obvious movie. I think it's just a perfect storm for a game.
Absolutely, that's one of the things. We are known, Panini is known for the quality of our artwork, whether it's our sports cards to games like Afterworld. So we've actually, we have about 250 unique cards in the deck, all within our starters and our boosters, all with unique artwork. So, and we have variant pictures of Batman, for example, you know, different poses and things like that. So it's very highly collectible, very dynamic. And I'm just loving kind of shuffling through them and taking a look. So
Oh, yeah,
we're really
I can
excited about the product. We think at Comic-Con it's going to make a huge splash.
So
We should. That's when it's coming out.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah, at Comic-Con. Oh, yeah.
Comic-Con,
We'll have a
okay.
lot of events and a lot of promotional materials available, so it should be really exciting.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Very big hit there. Good luck dealing with the lines.
Yeah, there you go. You know, it's not a bad thing fighting to get to your booth.
And I'm sure you guys have experience. You have things planned for tournament play. And
Oh,
fusion and all
absolutely.
that kind
Oh,
of stuff.
absolutely. And that's what I'm really happy about from how I play the games is that it lends itself to super competitive tournament play, but also casual tournaments and things like that. So we're really excited. We're going to have some events at Gen Con, for example, for it and just to highlight it. So it should be a really good product for us. And then with the other licenses, it'll just grow bigger and bigger.
Right.
So we're really excited.
Perfect.
So overall, two really awesome things. One covering some really great religions, and
Some of my favorites.
well, the popular ones, and then the more modern faithful.
That's
Sure.
the new mythology.
ethos, yeah, new mythology, absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you for giving us that scoop because it's awesome, and hopefully
First
people
look.
are excited.
Oh, yeah.
To go out there and check it out. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very
But,
much.
Till then, this is Roll for Crit.